everyone, welcome back to the Sunny in London YouTube channel. I'm Sunny and this is a Florida girl's guide to finding sun and fun in London. I hope you're ready for today's video because we are getting high in London. That's right, today we're looking at 5 tips you absolutely need if you're considering a helicopter ride in London. The first tip I have for you is it doesn't really matter what season you plan to take your helicopter ride. I first met this company in November and said to them that I probably wasn't going to pitch the idea to them until the spring or summer because I was waiting for the landscape to get better so my video and pictures would be better. And as you'll see from the video I'm about to show, that really didn't even matter. The second tip is don't compare a London helicopter tour to other helicopter tours that you may have been on other places. As a child, I had the opportunity with my family to fly over the Grand Canyon in a helicopter. On that trip, I actually got to sit in the front seat. That led to an opportunity later in life when I was in Hawaii to fly over erupting volcanoes. From these 2 experiences, I knew I loved riding in helicopters, so for some reason I thought it would be exactly the same when I flew over London. What I learned after is because there are so many regulations about flying in an urban zone, you really can't do much except fly along the River Thames. I think because I've seen too many James Bond movies, I thought this helicopter ride was going to be like a 007 experience, and it wasn't. My third tip you must follow is arrive early. I planned for 45 extra minutes in my journey and I still barely made it because the building was a little bit difficult to find and my trains ran late. My fourth tip is make sure you know ahead of time what devices you're going to bring and how to use them. You're definitely going to want to bring your mobile phone so you can take a ton of selfies and of course upload them to Snapchat when you land. I also brought my digital camera that I'm filming this video on right now, as well as my GoPro Hero on this monopod stick with a wristband, and I'm very happy that I had that with me. Although I really wasn't able to get footage that was that good. We'll talk about that in a minute. The next tip is make sure you strategically pick your seat. As I stood waiting to get on the helicopter, I thought I had accurately counted the seats. The front 2 seats were already allocated to 2 other guests. It looked like there were 3 seats in the back, but as I got closer and went to sit down, I realized there were 4, and I was then stuck in the back, in the middle, for the entire 18-minute flight. This made it very difficult to capture video, but I'm going to show you the best that I can, the little bit of footage that I was able to capture during the takeoff. I couldn't really see much, and as the helicopter got higher, unfortunately I had to lunge way over to my left across the man sitting next to me with my GoPro to try to get any images of what was down below. Since that was really uncomfortable for both me and the guy next to me, I then tried holding my monopod with the GoPro up high to try to get some shots out of the front of the helicopter. As you can see, the people sitting in front of me probably have beautiful photos from this flight. The pilot did a really good job of talking about the things that we could see in the distance. However, I really couldn't see any of the monuments that he was pointing out. Oh hey, there I am in the back. I did get a few decent shots of the Shard. By the time we got to Greenwich, I was able to see quite a bit. I don't want to disrespect Greenwich because Mr. Sunny and I have been there a few times and it's a really cool area of London. However, it's far cooler to see the prime meridian of the world, longitude 0, when you're standing on the ground. Once passing Greenwich, we started to make our way back to complete our trip. And wait for it, don't blink, you might miss the London Eye and Big Ben. Yep, that's right. That's how fast I saw my 2 favorite monuments in London. As we made our approach to land, sadly, this was the time when I was able to get about a 30 to 40 second steady shot of things in front of me. I can't say that that was really exciting. My last piece of advice is if you're going to go on a helicopter ride in London, make sure you book it on a sunny day. Since going on my helicopter ride, I've read quite a few Tripadvisor reviews for the company that I went on, and nearly all of them are outstanding. I'm guessing if you're seated in the front or perhaps next to a window, your experience is going to be better than mine. I certainly appreciate the complimentary experience. However, if you're going to spend money on something this luxurious, I strongly advise you to make sure that you are not seated in the back in the middle. I don't know if this means renting the whole helicopter for yourself or calling the company ahead of time and having them guarantee you what seat you're going to be in. You really need to think about these things before you book a London helicopter tour. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and of course, catch up with me on social media, and as always, thank you for watching.